Hello and welcome to the NASDAQ CEO Signature Series. In this edition, we're speaking with the CEO of IMMUNE Pharmaceuticals, Dr. Daniel Teper. IMMUNE Pharmaceuticals is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company. It develops and commercializes targeted therapeutics for the treatment of inflammatory diseases and cancer. IMMUNE trades under the NASDAQ ticker IMMP. And Dr. Teper, thank you for joining us today.
It's a pleasure to be at the NASDAQ studio.
You know, when I was looking at your company's research, I was struck by the phrase personalized approach to treatment. That seemed unusual to me because you're a company, you're not a doctor. So what does that mean?
Well, there's a change in pharmaceuticals. It's 10 to 20 years ago. It was one drug fits all patients. And it has evolved now toward personalized, or what is called also precision medicine, which is basically seeking the right drug for the right patient.
So is that the future of the healthcare industry?
It is the future because instead of having half of the patients not responding to a drug, you can actually, thanks to companion diagnostic, select the patients more likely to respond to treatment.
Now you have a couple of pretty exciting products in the pipeline. One is a drug for the treatment of Crohn's disease, and another is, I guess, properly described as a platform. But let's start with the drug for the treatment of Crohn's disease. How far along are you in clinical trials on that
Sure.
drug?
It's actually, the drug is called bertelimumab. It's a monoclonal antibody. It targets a protein called eotaxin-1, which regulates inflammation in multiple autoimmune diseases. So Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis is the manifestation in the gut, but there's also other applications. There's a disease called bullous pemphigoid, which is an autoimmune disease of the skin. Severe asthma also is a target disease, and liver disease such as NASH are another target disease. So it's really a pipeline of indication with a single product.
And where are you in terms of clinical trials on that
We're in
drug?
phase 2 clinical trials. So we've announced 2 clinical trials in the skin autoimmune disease, bullous pemphigoid, in ulcerative colitis. So the first patient will receive the drugs in the next few weeks.
It's terrific. It looks promising, doesn't it?
It's very promising. It's a drug that could change the face of treatment for autoimmune disease.
Knowing people with Crohn's disease, I'm sure they're going to be very welcoming to that treatment.
Well, there's a big medical need.
Tell me about this nanomabs. I hope I said that correctly. Because if I understand it properly, it is a platform that aims at creating targeted delivery of chemotherapy drugs. Explain.
That's correct. It's a platform technology that leverages both nanotechnology and biotechnology and allows to deliver cancer drug directly into the cancer cells. So you get the maximum efficacy with minimal side effects. And it's applicable, obviously, to a number of existing cancer drugs as well as future cancer drugs.
Does it have any potential beyond just cancer treatment?
Our focus is on cancer, but it has potential for infectious disease as well as autoimmune diseases in the longer term future.
Painkillers, perhaps?
No.
Okay. Are there any other drugs or products in the pipeline you can tell us about?
Sure. You were talking about painkiller. We have a drug called Amicat. It's ready for phase 3. It's a topical drug for the treatment of neuropathic pain. It is not a core drug for IMMUNE Pharmaceuticals. We're focused on monoclonal antibody and targeted treatment, but it is a drug addressing a multi-billion-dollar market, and we're currently seeking a partner to finalize the development of Amicat and commercialize Amicat.
Yeah, you recently announced quarterly financial results, and in the first quarter you lost 15 cents a share, which is much better than the 35 cents a share you lost in the same quarter a year ago. Wall Street likes to say the trend is your friend. And along those same lines, you recently got a nice analyst upgrade. They upgraded your stock price target significantly above where you're trading today. Are you excited and optimistic about where this company is going?
We are. I mean, obviously, biotechnology companies invest in research, so they're rarely profitable at our stage. But right now, we have a strong balance sheet. We're listed on NASDAQ. We have the ability to attract more capital to the company. And we're executing to our plan, both in terms of partnering Amicat as well as the clinical trials. So we're very bullish about the immediate and midterm future of IMMUNE Pharmaceuticals.
All right, Dr. Teper, thank you very much for taking the time to come by and speak with us today. It was a pleasure to get the opportunity to learn more about your company.
It's a pleasure to be here at NASDAQ.
Excellent. We've been speaking with the CEO of IMMUNE Pharmaceuticals, Dr. Daniel Teper. And if you want to know more about the company, you can check them out on their website. I'm Bill Tucker for the NASDAQ CEO Signature Series here in New York.